Well, hello, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Sagittarius, let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. Of course, what we're going to do is be looking into the read to see what you need to know. Okay, so this is this is not going to be about love or money or whatever. It's whatever that needs to come out that you guys need to know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the oracles. And this is going to be for Sagittarius. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Soul. Hey, Tiffany. This is for Sagittarius. Ooh. I literally just told Virgo that I kept on seeing deception in people's readings. Okay. I kept seeing deception in somebody else's readings besides theirs. And I think I said it was Taurus. Maybe it was yours. I wasn't sure. Okay. Maybe you have Virgo in your chart somewhere. That could be it too. Now, your main card that's coming out here in your reading is Broom. Now, I know for a fact that this actually came out here for you before, Sagittarius. I remember it coming out for you sometime last week. And this is letting me know that this is urgent. This is something that is needing to happen, that will happen because of this, because of the snake, because of some type of betrayal or deception that you are going to find out about. And I hate these kind of readings. It's like you want the heads up, but I hate this kind of reading because a snake kind of creeps up on you and then it just attacks, right? And so it could be something that you don't necessarily expect, or maybe something that that was kind of underneath the surface or something like that. But either way, it says that this is something that most likely have been unavoidable. Like nothing you could have done that would have kept this person from doing this or kept someone from being who they really are. That's what's so crazy about this energy. And then for a lot of you, it says this is a part of your cleanup. This is a part of your makeover, meaning it's just like you buy a house and you renovate the whole house, you make over the whole house. You're not even really necessarily thinking about the way the old house used to look. You're more so appreciative of what it is now. And so that is where you guys are going. But there's something that needs to take place here. 1 + 1 is 2, which talks about partnerships. And then you also had a 7 at the bottom of the deck. I hate this because this has been a theme, even in Capricorn's reading. A lot of changing energies here, a lot of changes based off of what we see in this reading. And I like the fact that more than anything, part of the cleanup is going to be restoring harmony back into your life. I can tell that there has been something off in your energy. Relationships have not been right. This could be with friends, family, of course, lovers. But now there's going to be more so harmonious energy. Now you're going to get back into balance, okay? Based off of this deletion, okay? Someone is out of there. You're purging some type of negative energy completely out of your life. Now we're going to go ahead and keep going. We're going to clarify a little bit more, not clarify, but we're going to get some more energies. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out here for Sagittarius. What do Sagittarius need to know? Ooh. You guys had the bear at the bottom. You had fox. Someone is in for their own selfish interest. There is cunning, there is craftiness, there is deceit. Something isn't right. I love it because it's sitting in your position, which is letting me know that, like I said before, I already knew that you knew, right? Now, here with the broom is also talking about a process of removing something that you already know, but now it has hit his head, right? That means that either you have evidence of it or you're seeing it, and now you can say, this is what it is. This is what you did. Now I can show you that this is what you've been doing. You know for certain that something is going on, right? So here with the fox, like I said, you are removing some type of deceitful energy. You're removing something from your life that isn't right. And it says as smart as a fox, right? I think that's the word. That's the saying, right? Either way, you guys are definitely hip to the game. Now you have at the bottom of the deck, you have bear. Now, this could be someone that could be a little bit more aggressive, okay, in their approach to you. Bears could be a mother, yes, because it has mama bear. So this could be your mom. This could be someone that is a mother figure. This could be you as the mother dealing with very sneaky children, okay, because you do have son at the bottom of the day. So we got to make sure we pay attention to that. This is someone, maybe if you are dealing with court cases, this is someone trying to lie to the judge, right? This could be you being accused of lying to the judge, or you accusing someone else being deceitful in a court case. But either way, I definitely see things are going to most likely go your way because you have the sun card here. But again, like I said before, I hate this type of energy. This came out for Virgo. I can't wait for this to actually be removed because it's like, God, you know that it's happening. So now you have to move very stealthily. You have to pretend that you don't know. Okay. But I definitely see whatever this is being removed. It says it's unavoidable. It's an unavoidable conflict or something that you must face with someone. Let's go ahead. This is for Sagittarius. All right. We might as well go ahead and get the last two here. The ball and chain. This could be an unhappy marriage. This could be an unhappy connection. Maybe you have children with this individual, but it says your ball and chain is just an unhappy situation. Now, this is crazy because this is falling out in other people's placements. So if you're wondering, how does your person feel? They are feeling very much restricted. They're feeling weighed down. They're unhappy. There's a lot of emotional baggage, a lot of emotional trauma and problems that have happened in a connection that you had with this person. And it doesn't always have to be a marriage, but it's someone that you could be spiritually married to, someone that you've been with for a very long time, and just enough is enough here. 3 plus 5 is 8. There is some ending that will occur. That's something that needs to be transformed. It cannot be the same, regardless if it's going to end or not. Someone has to change. Now, if we're saying that someone is going to be heavy to you, it makes sense. The reason why it needs to be a purging, right? Or something needs to change or be removed because there could be some codependency. But this is talking about feeling trapped. Trapped in a marriage, trapped because you have children with this individual, that type of thing, but it is not a happy situation. That's the card that came out first. Now, it could most likely end with that 8. Now, I want to go ahead and turn it over and see what else comes out here with Moon. Yeah, like I said before, you are very intuitive and very in tune. You have 8 here. Part of the change is going to be some type of ending, just based off that Moon energy alone. Okay. So yeah, and part of the Moon is secrets. This is, that something's not right, like I said before. And to me, there are some restrictions in general that's happening in your life outside of, relationships. Again, I feel like any type of restriction, whatever, people have been trying to keep you from moving forward, or something that's been keeping you from moving forward, that is going to get removed. See, part of the mothering energy with the Moon is actually giving you insight into how to solve your problems, and it will be resolved. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to see what's happening here with this broom. We're going to use the tarot cards. We want to see what's going to come out here. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Whatever's in reverse is in reverse. Whatever's upright is upright. This is for Sag. Let's see what comes out here for you, for Sagittarius. All right. Ooh, in reverse, you got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Judgment card in the reverse here. Now, let's talk about work and career, since that is what came out. I do feel like there's going to be changes with your work and career. Okay. Or if you have in some type of partnership, let's say you have your own business, you're going to get rid of that person. You no longer are obligated to that person, especially if you have contracts or some type of partnership or deal with someone. If that has been a thing that's been bothering you, there is going to be a change or removal, something that's going to maybe a part of the contract that you need to be removed. And it will. I mean, and not to say you can still be in partnership with this person, but I feel like this is making an amendment, because a part of restoring harmony is like now, part of the contract we both agree to, right? It could be more so agreeing to the terms and conditions together, removing something from the contract that you don't agree with, or removing that whole person or partnership altogether, if you have your business, or something like that. But I also feel like there's going to be a change of jobs. Part of that removal is that I'm not working here anymore. This is not going to be somewhere I'm going to be, a place that I'm going to be. Okay. So I definitely see that. And I feel like there has been some type of conflict in some type of area with work and career too. Because it's like some of y'all are like, I don't want to be at this job because there's been maybe some type of what is that interest? What is that conflict of interest? Okay, maybe you fell in love with the boss, or the boss fell in love with you, and you like, I got to get out of here, right? um, it could be something like that. Sometimes this talks about institution in school. So for some of you, this could be a school, right? Oh, you and a professor are the same age, but you're like, I gotta leave this class, right? Because it's a conflict of interest. But either way, I do see something like that for a few of you. So work and career, I see there's going to be something different. And I'm also feeling that, like, if it has something to do with some type of institution or partnership, something is going to change in that area. Now, if we're talking about love, the reason why there's going to be a removal, because you see all the deceit. Someone says they're unhappy, and so they add someone to the connection. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I've been unhappy for years, and they didn't tell you, they were acting funny, and there was a third party that was involved. Okay, this is something that I'm seeing. I feel like you guys have been knowing this for a while. Someone definitely has a third party. It could be you, Sagittarius, because part of the removal could be the person that you are cheating with. Okay, like I want to stay in my connection. I want to stay in my marriage. This is the reason why it's been an unhappy marriage, because I wasn't focusing on my marriage, and I'm going to remove this side person entirely. So it could be with you, but someone is going to be removed from the equation, just based off of what I see. For the most part, I feel like this is some, you guys could be the one that's being cheated on, or you are cheating with someone. That's what I see. Um, because it's kind of sitting in your position, Sag. I hate to, I always do this to you. You guys always get me in the comment section. You're like, why are you always trying to make it seem Sagittarius is the bad one? I really don't. Like, Virgos feel the same way. But it is kind of saying that right now you're only looking out what's best for you. And you don't have to be married either. But if you've been dealing with someone and you feel like it's not going to go anywhere, now you have to stealthily move in order to try to see if something else is out there. That could be true. Are you wrong for that? Not necessarily, right? Should you be a little bit more open with your partner? Yes, but at the same time, I feel like you are changing your perspective on things and maybe wanting to explore your options, maybe because things are not growing. Maybe you feel like your partner or your person that you're dealing with isn't as cooperative as you want them to be. So yes, that happens to you as well. It doesn't have to always be the worst of things, but do I feel like you're going to be opening your options and maybe dealing with other people? Absolutely. And that's just what it is. This is just what I'm saying. There is someone that's coming back into your life where, there's some unfinished business with you and someone, right? And I feel like, can you trust this person? Part of the Fox talks about, can I trust them? So I do feel like there's someone that is around or will be coming around, and part of that Fox is like, I don't know, have they changed? But we're going to go ahead and clarify that. Let's get to the Fox. Let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Oh my God, High Priestess, this is ooh, some of y'all are married. Ooh, Sagittarius. Okay. Married or in a committed relationship or dealing with another person. I'm telling you, this is you. Okay. And I'm not saying all of you are that way. Flip it, right? But it has to address these Sagittarius specifically. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like I said before, I don't get into people's business. I only tell you the future. You have to make your own decisions. But do you notice that all of this moon, intuition, High Priestess energy is coming out? This is all things that are hidden. And it's saying that someone has their own self-interest and they're moving stealthily, moving in secret. And I'm just going to say it. I feel like some of you guys are doing this. Maybe you could be the side person, right? You're dealing with someone who could be married, or maybe you could be married and they could be married. It could be something like that as well. But either way, here it's like, you got to be careful, because with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like, baby, you don't really see clearly, do you? It's, no one is here to judge you. But you also have to pay attention to your consequences. Anytime you have the high priestess in reverse, means you have to suffer the consequences of that action because she is considered to be holy. You get what I'm saying? That means when Saturn comes around, you're going to have to pay the prices for that. You have to pay the price. This is the reason why I do astrology. And, a lot of times I ask people their age. And I ask, whoever they're dealing with or the person that's giving them some type of issue, I ask for them their age. And I say, damn, I can tell them when Saturn is going to hit them. Right? No one is going to go without some type of repercussion when this high priestess come out, because it says, what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Because the high priestess is all knowing. Now you can correct that action. You can correct it. Yes, absolutely. And I feel that for some of you, you are in that place because the high priestess is also in the upright. You have to make a decision. You have to make a choice to do what's right, right? Because it's talking about outstanding individual, because now you're standing in your power. But with the high priestess in reverse, it says your judgment is clouded. So you have to be careful because some people sit in that energy and Saturn enters into whatever is going to enter and boom. Let me tell you the reason why that is very, very important. Let's talk about health. We're going to use this for the exact same thing dealing with health. And you guys already know I talk to Indian astrologers. I talk to some of the best astrologers. This is how I learn. There could be things that's going on in someone's body. An astrologer actually gave me this example. He was talking about his cousin and he said, yeah, his cousin was having these issues and he needed to change his diet. And his astrologer kept saying, hey, you need to change your diet. You need to change your diet. There's things that you must change. You have to change about your food. Now he knew years in advance. He had advance warning. You must change your diet. You must change your food. Okay, because the astrologer saw what was coming in the future dealing with that particular area. And then this ended up being his cousin, by the way. I think I may have mentioned that. And then the astrologer got a phone call and he said, I got a phone call that my cousin died on the step. Just completely just passed out and died. And what was he dying from? What did he die from? The exact same thing that his cousin warned him of. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it is important for you to make corrections. That is in health. And you may be like, well, that's only in health. That's in everything. You get warnings before the planets actually come. So the high priestess have to be turned upside down in order for you to know. So it's upside down. So what does it say? It says, hey, right now there's confusion. There's even hidden motives within yourself. There's things that you don't clearly see, but you will correct them because I read upright. And that doesn't just come with love. That comes with what you're doing with your money. That comes with, how you treat your children, how you treat yourself. You must correct these things right now. Otherwise, they're going to be very detrimental to you. Part of that Fox says you cannot run away from yourself. You must see things for what they really are. You must see yourself for who you really are in situations in order to correct it. You must face the music. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the ball and chain. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Sagittarius. Now I'm going to tell you, money-wise, hello. Money-wise, you're on point. Some of your spending habits, you're going to make sure you do better with that. You're going to make sure if you have to get a second job, you're going to get a second job. If there's money that you're going to get coming in, you're not going to spend the extra money that's going to come in. You're going to save it. You're going to make sure that the habits that you've been participating in is going to get removed. Those bad habits are not going to take an effect in your future, or against your future. Because a lot of bad habits is in this reading too. Part of the ball and chain is your bad habits, things that you need to change that's been weighing you down, right? But let's go ahead. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. Oh. Now you have the Six of Wands in reverse. You have the Four of Swords in reverse. You even have the World card in reverse. Don't feel successful, do you? This is success, by the way, but it makes so much sense. Because like I said, There is some emotional baggage here. There's a reason why you are holding on to that relationship. There's a reason why you are screaming at your children. There's a reason why you're crying and not telling, going to a therapist. There's a reason why you have these habits that you cannot get rid of, because you have not healed properly and you are not taking care of yourself. Again, the fox says, I want to run away from my problems. I don't want to see who I am. I don't want to recognize this person. I want to run away from it. But here it says becomes too heavy. And that's why 3 + 5 = 8. It says that you must change. You cannot retreat from failure. You have to face it for what it really is, because all of this failure, this success is turned upside down. It means you feel like a failure in something. You have not had the relationship that you wanted. You do not have the life that you want. And now you're sulking. Now there's this sense of discontentment. The moon talks about depression and sadness. That is what is about to change, because all of these cards are in the upright. You are going to heal with the 4 of Swords in the upright. You're going to be more optimistic with the 6 of Wands in the upright. And there will be success with the World card in the upright. But something needs to be done. You are codependent on something or someone, and that needs to change. You have been suffocating yourself. So with this reading, like I said before, I totally see if there is a marriage, if there is a relationship that some of you guys are unsure if you're going to be in, that is going to be up to you. I don't tell you guys to break up with anybody. And notice you can tell Spirit didn't tell me to do that either, because they know I don't tell y'all that. That is out of my wheelhouse. I don't even have the business to be telling somebody that they're going to be living their spouse or leaving someone that you have children with. That is up to you. But I'm only telling you that this is a condition that needs to change. And I love the fact that I see success, regardless if you're single or if you are in a situationship or if you're in some type of dilemma that you cannot get out of, you will have success. Your money is going to be amazing. We even talked about before that possibly part of what you're going to be experiencing is not just one job, but 2 jobs. And even if it's not a job, there's going to be investments where money come in, because I see multiple streams of income. And it's basically saying, even if you're not working for it, money is going to come in. And that's going to help you, because you feel weighed down by your bills, weighed down by problems. And so if you are optimistic, that means things are working out. The 4 of Swords says that whatever has been maybe destroyed financially, there's going to be a healing or recovery in that area when it comes down to your money. Okay. So you are being restored in multiple areas here in your life, and you have to stay optimistic. You must be positive, because it will occur. But right now, I don't see that a lot of you are optimistic about things. There's a sense of discontentment. Oh, my life is over. I don't really see the ending in sight. I just feel like this is just the way my life has been. But like I said before, part of the transformation of energy, sometimes it's just things that happens unexpectedly. You don't expect for it to happen the way it's going to happen. The moon talks about hidden. Maybe the universe don't want to see, don't want you to know how it's going to occur, but it will. I definitely see success here for you. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the moon card here for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming out. I didn't even see this at the bottom of the deck. When this came out with the moon, I didn't even tell you at the bottom of the deck, it says, please trust divine timing. That's very, very important. Now let's go ahead. Let's get to the moon. Going to the moon. There's something happening here. Let's get the moon card here for Sagittarius. There it is. The way that it started, it ends. You have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords says what? And it doesn't even mean cutting away. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that it's cutting anybody away. It is creating boundaries, because the moon is very emotional. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest. Based off of what I see and all of these emotions all over the place, and you feel that people are betraying you, you feel like you're a failure, things are not going your way, you are very fragile right now. You can be very moody, because the Queen of Swords is hitting the moon. Okay. Please watch your tongue. And this is it's going to always happen towards the people who love you most. You're going to always lash out to the closest people next to you. Okay. Because you ain't going to do that to people at your job very often. Why? Because you need your job. You see how you can control yourself at work. You got to do the same thing to people who actually love you. Okay, the Queen of Swords could be brutal if they are emotionally unbalanced. And sometimes it hitting the moon is letting me know that some of you guys have some issues that you need to deal with. And some of you are throwing it off on the people who love you the most. And sometimes that is your children. I kept trying to figure out why I kept seeing children come out at the bottom of the deck and it kept going back in. Please be careful about that. This happens with your parents. This happened with your siblings. They're like, damn, Sagittarius is mean. What's going on? What's going on with mom? What's going on with dad? Why are they acting like this? Why they got an attitude problem? And because there's so many things deep down inside of you, sitting inside your subconscious that you have not even, addressed. Because, like I said, therapy that needs to be here too. Because there's things that you haven't addressed. You don't even know why you're moody. You don't even know why you're snapping off or why you're irritated. You don't even know why. Okay, because there's a lack of fulfillment. Now, like I said before, the Queen of Swords could be great, but I don't like the fact that it's hitting the moon. I don't like that. Okay, because something needs to be corrected about, how you see yourself. And it makes so much sense because, like I said before, there's a lot of feeling like a failure and a lot of unsuccess attempts here. Whether it's with you starting your own business, whether it's you trying to finish college, whether it's you wanting to have kids and can't have kids, wanting a marriage and you can't have a marriage, wanting to be in a relationship with someone, they didn't want to be in a relationship with you, or they are in a connection with you, but they don't want a committed relationship. You've been experiencing that over and over again, and now it is weighing on you. You have to see it for what it really is. And that's what the self energy is basically saying. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use these cards. I have not used these cards in a very long time. I don't know what's going to come out here for you, but we're going to see. We're going to see 3 cards here for Sagittarius. Let's see what's going to come out here for Sag. Let's get it. This is for Sagittarius. Money is going to be crazy. By the way, I know I've said it before, but it's going to be crazy. Money's going to be good. Look at this. Look at this. First thing that I saw, the healer. The healer. I think we talked about the body, right? When we talk about the body, we use the example of sickness, right? Isn't that crazy? This is what this says. Pay attention to your body. There's something that needs to be healed. Take time to rest and recover. Remember, we're going to use that in all aspects of your life. And some of you have a lot of anger, you have a lot of stress, you have a lot of anxiety, and you have a lot of hurt, and that turns into dis-ease. And you know something is up, because if you have smoking habits, drinking habits, or other habits, and you're not paying attention to your body, you see the reason why Spirit made me give you that little story. That astrologer told me that story to tell you, and that can actually save your life. This is how the universe works. Now, some of you actually really do need to pay attention to your body. Now, I actually see here that there's going to be recovery seriously with some of you. You have surgery 3 times in your reading, by the way. Surgery 3 times. It was in your reading 3 times, actually. This is 4. This is 4 times surgery. Now, it could be surgery. I don't see this necessarily being cosmetic. That could be up to you. But I do feel like there's procedures here. Okay. And there's so much swift recovery here. So if you have some type of surgery coming up or procedure coming up, total success that I see coming from this. And I know a lot of people actually worry with surgeries and stuff like that. I see success here. Here, the plastic talks about allow yourself to be more authentic. And it's really about the internal and the external. And I feel like you are going to be more authentic about how you feel. But that's more so living your truth, walking into your truth, and not suppressing the things that you are wanting just because you are accepting things that you feel like you only are allowed to have. If you feel like this is the only thing that you can get, that's the reason why you're dealing with certain people, or that's the reason why you're at this job. But that doesn't mean that you're happy. You're just dealing with it. You're accepting it. Yeah, because a lot of you are dealing with someone who is narcissistic. It says, make sure that your ego is in the right place, but also here it says be observant of other people's actions. But it says, and how you feel in certain situations. So we already talked about you. We've already talked about you. We've already talked about you dealing with other people and your ego and how you respond to other people and stuff like that. But I also feel like sometimes you attract with who you are. You attract like sometimes. And some of you are just sweet, you know. Some of you guys, you know, and it's true. There are Sagittarius who are fire signs and they're just so mellow, right? And if you had to turn the volume up on a certain, fire, you could like on a stove, right? You have a low, medium, and high. There are some Sagittarius that are low, and then they got the fire, but they're just a little bit more passive than others. And those are the ones that really attract the people who try to really get over on you. Okay. So just be mindful of that. Okay. Because I do feel like, some people that are around you just feels like you're weighing them down, right? They don't want to be here, and it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with their ego. Okay. Because you're stopping them from doing whatever the hell they want to do. The next card that's coming out here is the villain. This is crazy. Listen to this, y'all. Someone is working against you to disrupt your success. Be vigilant and protect yourself against any evil eye or whatever. Right? So this is how I know, and this is crazy. I literally almost completely covered up this Queen of Swords with that moon. Can I tell you what's so funny about that? This is you. This is not only about protection, but this is also about cutting and kicking and destroying. Because the sword is in your hand upright. Anything that you know and don't know, you are going to take action in getting rid of it. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's what you're doing. First start. Remember I said how it started is the way that it ends. Things being removed, things being taken away, that type of thing. You know why it's happening? Because you trust God or trust the divine, whatever. But you must also take action in doing something. You can't just trust. You also have to take action. She has that sword, and it's not like she's just sitting down with the sword in her hand. She is standing up, and she's like, you can try it. Right? Anything that tries to get in her way will be cut down. Cut down. Okay? And it doesn't matter if it's someone's intentions. It doesn't matter if it's someone's opinions, or if it's someone who is basically trying to take advantage of you in a romantic sense. You are creating boundaries, and then things start to actually flourish for you. Because this was at the bottom of the deck, right up under trust the divine timing. Now you're going places. Now there's a renewal. We keep seeing this whole recovery thing here. Y'all always get jealousy in your read. That is so discouraging to me, because another sign gets this, and I'm not going to say it, but y'all have been getting this for a very long time, which is letting me know that this has been in the house for a while. And some of this stuff is, because we got all these planets that are about to be removed, or not removed, but planets that's about to move in other signs. You're going to be alleviated from this. Whatever this has been, okay, you're going to get alleviated. Now, you are being told that you are an old soul, that you have this deep spiritual wisdom. And a lot of times, too, because of that, right, you deal with people who are considered to be a destroyer. And so you guys, at the end of the day, you see through all of these things, and you are taking action with being able to remove things and people who are trying to harm you and to keep you from being successful. And the universe is totally behind you here with trust the divine. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit all the information below for a reading. If you guys are interested in that, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I don't know. I may be on tomorrow. I may actually do early morning and afternoon, because I want to actually get a love reading, an actual love reading in for you guys as well. So make sure you hit that notification button. Somebody told me earlier that if you post more than 3 videos, that they don't give you the notification. It makes so much sense. So, just make sure you guys, have it at least check the channel every now and then just to see if I'm on. I'm not really sure why that is, but either way. But thank you guys so much. Hey, Juicy J, thank you so much for putting that in there for me. All right, I will see you guys later. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.